Hey buddy, welcome to Make It Do It Monday. Today we are going to make a very beginner friendly, easy dishcloth pattern. This pattern is made with a 4.5 millimeter hook. This is my dots hook, and I am using Lion Brand 24/7 mercerized cotton in the color aqua. I've already done the slip knot that we need to begin our chain, and we're going to do a chain of 31. So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. In order to begin row 1, once we've completed our 31 chains, we need to go into the 4th chain from the hook with a double chain. This yarn on the hook does not count as a part of our chain. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th chain from the hook, I'm going to turn my chain so that I see that back bar. I'm going to place my yarn over my hook, slip under that back bar, pull up a loop. With 3 loops on my hook, I'm going to pull through the first 2, leaving me 2 loops on my hook, pull through 2 again, and I've just created the double chain. We're going to repeat that, wrapping the yarn around the hook, slipping under the bar, pulling up a loop to go through 2 loops, go through 2 more loops, and again, that's your double chain. You're going to repeat this until you get to the end of the row. I'll see you at the end. As we near the end of our row, we're going to complete that double crochet, and in the last chain of the hook, we're going to create our final double crochet of the row. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work. This is what your first row is going to look like. Now, let's begin row 2. In row 2, we're going to skip this first double crochet, and in the next double crochet, we're going to place a double crochet. In the next double crochet, we're going to slip stitch. That means pull up a loop, and instead of creating another loop, you're going to slip that right through the chain that was on your hook. In the next double crochet, place a double crochet. And in the next double crochet, you will again slip stitch. Make sure you're doing that loosely so you can slip into that with the next row stitches. Double crochet and slip stitch. Repeat that until you get to the end of the row. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, we're nearing the end of our row. We're slipping into the next to the last stitch with a double crochet, and in that final single stitch, see that bar? That's where you're going to slip your hook in. That was your chain 1, and you're going to place a double crochet. So what we're going to do is chain 1 and turn our work. This is the back side of our dishcloth, and again we are going to repeat row 2. So we are going to skip this first loop, and in the next stitch we're going to place a double crochet. In the next stitch we are going to slip stitch and double crochet in the next stitch, and again we're going to slip stitch. We're going to repeat that all the way across until we get to the end of our row, and I'll meet you at the end. We've almost made it to the end of our row. We're at our last 2 stitches. So as we did last time, in the next to the last stitch you're placing a double crochet, and in that final stitch you find that bar, slip that bar. That gives you that single crochet that was there, and you are going to, and I'm sorry, that is your 3rd chain of that particular double crochet, and you're going to slip stitch. You're going to chain 3 and turn your work. Now you have 2 full sets of rows 1 and 2, 1 and 2, this being row 4. You're going to repeat this until you have 19 rows, and I'll meet you at row 19. We've made it to the end of our dishcloth. I'm finishing up the last stitch of row 19, and as you know, we're just slipping into that final stitch to place that last double crochet. Ordinarily here you could either do one of 2 things. You could create a border around the edge, but because I'm using this as a workhorse dishcloth, I'm not going to place a border on this. Instead, what I'm going to do is merely create a chain of 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now that I've created that chain of 15, I'm going to go right into the same stitch that I went into before and slip stitch. I'm going to fasten off by pulling through that last stitch, pulling down tightly, and pulling the yarn through one more time, pushing that loop over the previous knot, giving myself plenty of extra yarn to use as a sew in, and I'm going to cut off my working yarn. Other than sewing in your ends, we've just created a very simple, very functional dishcloth. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and I look forward to talking to you later today. Have a great day. More importantly, have some fun today. Bye-bye.